You've written your book and you're probably wondering, now what? Well, in today's video, I'm actually going to be walking you step by step through the process of how I published my children's book using Amazon KDP so that you can get your book published, listed, and shared without it being overwhelming or you having to go and outsource this because you don't need to pay anybody. Now, even though I published a children's book that I illustrated in Procreate, this KDP process works for any book, journals, poetry, storybooks, and many more. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not a professional publisher. I'm a content creator who figured this out as I went. And now I'm sharing everything I wish I knew from the very beginning to help you out. So if you're a creator or an aspiring author looking to get your book on Amazon, let's walk through this process together. Oh, and if you happen to be building your brand as a creator, I post videos every week to help you stay consistent, show up with confidence, and help you build a system that works best for you. So make sure you hit that subscribe button because I would love to have you here. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to come to kdp.amazon.com. You're going to log in. This is what it looks like when you log in and or create an account, because if you don't have an account, you will need to go ahead and create your account. This is obviously Kindle Direct Publishing. It's giving you some information up here. Then down here it says create, manage, publish. And then if you scroll down a little further, you can see your bookshelf. Now, this is your first time publishing, which it should be. Since you're watching this video, you're not going to have any titles here. Down here, you can see I already have my children's book in here. This is the paperback version because for hardback, you have to have at least 72 pages, if I'm not mistaken. So I actually did my hardback through Spark. I have a video on how to upload through Spark. If you're interested, I'll pop it up here in one of these corners here. We're going to come down here under create, manage, and publish, and we're going to publish a new title by clicking create or manage your existing titles from your books below. I don't need to manage anything. We're trying to get one uploaded, so I'm going to click this big yellow button that says create, and then it's asking if I would like to create a Kindle ebook, paperback, hardcover, or a series page, and I want to create a paperback. Obviously, if you're doing a paperback, you would select paperback. If you're looking to do a hardcover and it meets the requirements for Amazon KDP, you'll do hardcover. Same for Kindle ebook and series pages. For this video though, I'm just going to walk you through the process of doing a paperback because my file is not going to be the correct file for hardcover, so it's not going to let me proceed. So we're going to click create paperback. Now this part here is pretty straightforward. Choose your primary language here that your book is written in. Mine is English, so we're just going to leave that set to the standard, and then you're going to import your book title. Mine is Our Magical Powerful Pencils in the Hidden Clubhouse. If you have a subtitle, you can go ahead and list it here. I don't have any. If it's a part of a series, you can go and list this here by clicking add series. Again, I don't have a series, and then the same with the edition number. I don't have this, so I'm gonna skip this part. If it's a part of a series or you need to add an edition number, go ahead and include that there. If you wrote this book yourself, you're the author, so you can include your information here. So I'm gonna include my information, Ziniqua Saunders, and then you can add contributors. So I did go ahead and list myself as an illustrator, and as you see, if you just click this little arrow here, it'll toggle all of these things down. I'm just going to list my same information because I did self-publish and illustrate this myself. I don't know if it makes much of a difference, but this is what I'm going to do here. And then you can add another if you choose to do so. If you accidentally click that, just click this here, and that's it's remove. And then you want to go ahead and summarize your book, and you can put a description in here. For the sake of this video, I'm just going to type blah 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 because I don't want to write out a full description because it's already published and I'm not publishing this one. This one is just for the video. Down here, it's going to ask if you own the copyright and hold the necessary publishing rights, or is this a public domain of work. If you wrote this yourself, you're obviously going to own the copyright. I own the copyright for mine, so I'm going to select that I own it because it's not a public domain of work. Primary audience, sexually explicit images or title. Does this book cover or interior contain sexually explicit images, or does the book title contain sexually explicit language? For me, that's no, it's a children's book. That might vary for you, so make sure you answer that question accordingly. Reading age, which is optional. Choose the youngest and oldest at which a person could enjoy this book. For my children's book, I selected baby, and then I just capped it at 10. Primary marketplace, I'm gonna just leave this as Amazon, but if you are in the UK or any of these other places, go ahead and change that accordingly. Categories, choose up to 3 categories that describe your book. Note, you must select your primary marketplace and audience first. Hover over this if you need to know what categories are. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select children's book because that's what mine is, but you have a whole bunch here if you just scroll through it. For instance, you have art and photography, biography, memoirs, business and money, children's book, comics and graphic novels, computer and technology, cookbooks, and food and wine. Again, I'm not going to read through all of these. You can just kind of find what you're looking for. I'm going to select children's book, and then I'm going to go ahead and select, I'm going to do a subcategory because none of these placement accurately apply to mine. Maybe action and adventure. And just for the sake of this video, I'm going to select 2 other random ones. Save changes. I have my 3 here. You definitely want to make sure these categories match what your book is about so that it'll be searchable on Amazon. Does your book classify as any of these types? Choose all that apply. Low content book, examples, journals, notebooks, and planners. So if you're trying to sell any of those journals, notebooks, or planners, you would select that. Mine doesn't, and it also doesn't include large print. These are those apply to me. And then here you're gonna choose up to 7 keywords highlighting your book's unique traits. Keywords are typically short phrases up to 50 characters that customers use to narrow down their book search on Amazon. Now we're down here to the publication date. The publication date tells the readers when the book was originally published. My book was not previously published, so I'm gonna just leave it at publication date and release date are the same. And then down here for the release date, you have the option of releasing your book for sale now, and it can take up to 72 hours for your book to go live. During this time, edits cannot be made to your book, or you can schedule your book's release. Recommend you do schedule your book, even if it is for a couple of days out. I definitely recommend you at least giving yourself 2 weeks, because if you want to order a proof, it will take about a week for it to come because it doesn't ship with Prime. It's all personal preference. My recommendation is just to schedule your book release. And then down here, you're gonna schedule your time. So it says set a date when your book becomes visible and purchasable on Amazon. This is not for pre-sale orders. If you're creating pre-sale orders using a service outside of KDP, do not use this option. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click this little calendar icon here and say today is June 24th when I'm recording this. So say I wanted to schedule this for maybe July 11th. It says you can still edit your title prior to release until July 5th, 2025, 11:59 p.m. GMT. Now we're on to the paperback content. Here, your ISBN option. You can have KDP assign an ISBN for your book, or you can add one you've already purchased. If you're trying to go a really inexpensive route, you can do this. I personally don't recommend this because you do not own all the rights to your book. You can't take this book and publish it anywhere else because KDP will hold some type of rights to your book if you use this free ISBN number. You can read more on that. What I did is I added my own ISBN number. For this video, I'm gonna go with free KDP ISBN, but I recommend selecting this, add your own ISBN number. If you're publishing a book and you're serious about this, buy your own ISBN number. Moving on down to print options, I'm going to select premium color interior with white paper because it's a children's book, and then I'm going to select my trim size. Depending on if you're doing like a novel, chapter book or something like that, then you can choose between these other options here. Back down to trim size, I'm going to select a different size because my children's book is 8 by 10 inches. So I'm just going to find that here, 8 by 10. If you need a self-defined trim size, then you would enter that information here, and then you can change it to centimeters or inches depending on what you're putting those measurements in at. And they do have like the most popular, most standard, and then non-standard trim sizes option. Mine was in the most standard trim sizes. So we have the 8 by 10 bleed section. If you are doing a children's book and your images go all the way off the page to the edge of the page, you do want to select bleed. You don't want it to be a white border. Like here, this is a white border. It's not going all the way to the end of the page. If you want your images to go to the end of the page, select bleed. If you don't, select no bleed. You can hover over this to read more. Moving on to paperback cover finish. Again, you can hover over this and it'll give you a little more information. I personally suggest you go with glossy. I originally went with matte and then I reordered with the glossy because the matte just was not giving what it was supposed to give and it had a lot of fingerprints on it. You can see more about my first thoughts on my paperback book published from Amazon KDP in the video. I'll have it linked at the end of this video so you can go watch it, but it's up on my channel. I gave you my first thoughts. Now you're going to upload your manuscript. So you're just going to click this and you're going to find your files. I have mine all here and I'm just going to click this file. You want to make sure all of this stuff is the same or correct. Make sure you're selecting the correct file. So we're going to upload that. My manuscript was uploaded successfully. And now for the book cover, you have the option to make your book cover in KDP or upload a cover you already have. I designed my own cover, so I'm just going to choose this again. You can click here for the cover formatting. It's going to ask you if you have any AI generated content in your children's book, novel, whatever you're uploading. If you do, you select yes. Obviously, if you don't, you select no. So I'm going to select no. So now we can launch this previewer, which is really just like a digital proof to make sure all of the things are correct. All right, and this is what the print previewer looks like. Obviously, like I said, this was my cover for Ingram Spark, but if your cover is the correct dimensions, then this would be filled completely. This point, if something was off like this is where you would exit the print previewer, get it all situated, and then re-upload it. And then once you re-upload it, you can come to print previewer, and then you would select approve down here in this bottom right corner. But I'm gonna go ahead and approve this so that we can move on to the next part of this uploading process. And now that we've approved our print preview, we have the summary right here, which goes over the ink and paper type, bleed settings, paperback cover finish, trim size, and page count. And then it'll tell you your printing cost, cost, and this is $4.20 per book on Amazon.com, and that's just the printing cost. That's how much it costs to print and make the book. We're gonna save and continue, and now we're right here where it says in progress, paperback rights and pricing. It says select the territories where you have the rights to sell this book. This will determine where the book is available for sale. I think I left this all territories because I own the rights. And then pricing, royalties, and distribution. It says enter the list price you would like to sell your book for. It'll be available for purchase through the marketplace listed below. To calculate your royalties, multiply your list price by the royalty rate, then subtracting the printing cost. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna type in $12.99 because that's the standard size for 8x10 children's book. So my royalties will be $3.59 from one book sold. Moving down, it says it's covering the terms and conditions again. It's reminding you that it can take up to 72 hours for your book to be available for purchase on Amazon. By clicking I confirm that I agree and that I'm in compliance with KDP terms and conditions, and then you can request your book here. Get a printed preview of your book before it goes live. Proof copies are test versions of how your book will print using the latest files you uploaded into KDP. Within 4 hours of submitting your request, we will set up your proof copy and you will receive an email with a link to complete your proof order. Please complete your purchase within 24 hours of receiving this email, and just like that, your book is uploaded and on its way to be published by Amazon KDP. And listen, I understand how hard or overwhelming it can be when you're using KDP for the first time, so I really hope this video gave you some clarity and confidence in order to take the next step in your self-publishing journey. And this video is not about being perfect, it's about getting it done, even if you do have to start scared. If this video helped you in any way, go ahead and drop a comment and let me know, or if you have any questions, go ahead and let me know that down in the comment section as well, and I will answer anything that I can, and if not, I'll find that information and provide it with you, because I do respond back to all comments. And while self-publishing isn't what I talk about every week, it is a part of my journey as a creative, and if it's a part of yours too, then of course I got you. Make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on your post notification bell for more creator focused tips, tools, and tutorials. And remember, if you're scared to publish, that's okay, because over here we start scared and we create anyway. That's right. And like always, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.